New Citroen C4 Cactus 2018 review. The Citroen C4 Cactus SUV has had a midlife facelift, with suspension updates and more conventional styling. A French revolution has been happening at Citroen for the past few years. For a long time Citroen's well-known eccentric take on styling had been shunned for conformity, but it all changed with the C4 Cactus. This was a funky-looking quasi-SUV with an interesting interior and matte air-filled plastic squares on the doors, known as Airbumps. In one fell swoop the C4 Cactus showed exactly where Citroen was going and exposed the regular C4 hatchback as dreadfully dull. Best Small SUVs and Crossovers 2018. However, the C4 Cactus has been on sale for nearly 4 years now, so Citroen has decided it's high time to give it up an update, but as updates go, this is quite a big one. Unusually for a midlife facelift, it's not a case of fancy new wheels and different trim colors, but the new Cactus is another sign of Citroen returning to its brand values and trying to make such cars stand out. With cars like the traction of On, 2CV and DS, Citroen rubber-stamped the idea it was a builder of comfortable cars. But over the years Citroen moved away from this USP. The new Cactus, Citroen says, is a return to those days. As it's a midlife update and not a brand new model, it still uses the relatively elderly Peugeot 208/DS3 platform, but there's a new type of suspension. It's not as revolutionary as the original Citroen DS's hydro-pneumatic system of 1955, but it's still quite radical compared with the cars the Cactus rivals. It's called Progressive Hydraulic Cushion (PHC) suspension, and it adds a pair of hydraulic dampers into each suspension corner. In so doing, it replaces the rubber bump stops used on most cars of this type, including the outgoing C4 Cactus. Interior space remains the same, naturally, with adequate space in the back and a class-average boot, 358 liters with the seats in place and 1,170 liters with them folded, but it's a shame to see the pop-out rear windows of the old Cactus have been carried over to the new one. On the outside Citroen has actually toned down the wacky looks and instead pumped for something a little more conservative. The rear has larger, horizontal lights, but the big change is to the air bumps. On the old Cactus they were like large slabs of dairy milk chocolate, but in keeping with the C3 hatchback, C3 Aircross and forthcoming C5 Aircross SUV, there's only a small row of bumps along the bottom of the doors. Worse still, the vibrant color palette of the old Cactus has made way for a rather boring selection of grays, blacks, whites and one bright red. Citroen says this more grown-up look will distance the Cactus from its Aircross SUV range and will align the Cactus with the next C4 hatchback, but we fear that the model has lost a little of its quirky charm. But the reality is, while it has undoubtedly grown up, the new suspension and seats make the car more appealing on a practical rather than a subjective level. And while some of the wackiness has gone, there's still enough of the old car's appealing character still here, along with the added benefit of more comfort and refinement. Key specs. Model: Citroen C4 Cactus Flare PureTech 130S and S6 SPD manual. Price: £20,665. Engine: 1.2-liter, 3-cylinder turbo petrol. Power/torque: 128 bhp/230 Nm. Transmission: 6-speed manual, 2-wheel drive. 0 to 62 miles per hour, 8.2 seconds. Top speed, 117 miles per hour. Economy: CO2, 58.9 miles per gallon/110 grams/km. On sale now.